Patrick Mahomes is gone. The Kansas City Chiefs are in a new era. But what does this mean for their future? Will they be able to maintain their success without their star quarterback? Dive into the analysis as we explore the Chiefs' new chapter. The Kansas City Chiefs have a new identity. With the departure of Patrick Mahomes, the team faces a daunting challenge. This isn't just a change of players, it's a change of dynasty. Want to know who the Chiefs are looking at as their next franchise quarterback? This video analyzes the potential candidates and explores the team's strategic direction after Mahomes' departure. Mahomes' departure, the Chiefs' new era. The Kansas City Chiefs, long synonymous with Patrick Mahomes' brilliance, face a seismic shift in 2025 as their star quarterback's contract expires, marking the end of a dynasty-defining era. Mahomes, a multiple-time Super Bowl champion and MVP, transformed the Chiefs into an NFL juggernaut with his unparalleled arm talent, mobility, and clutch playmaking. His hypothetical departure, whether due to financial constraints, a trade, or other factors, forces Kansas City into uncharted territory. With Andy Reid's coaching genius, a talented roster, and a passionate fanbase, the Chiefs remain formidable, but replacing Mahomes is a monumental challenge. This article explores the implications of his exit, potential quarterback replacements, strategic roster adjustments, and the Chiefs' path forward in a fiercely competitive AFC West. The end of an era. Patrick Mahomes' tenure in Kansas City redefined quarterback play and elevated the Chiefs to perennial Super Bowl contenders. Since taking over as starter in 2018, he delivered 3 Super Bowl titles, multiple MVP awards, and countless highlight reel moments. His ability to extend plays, throw no-look passes, and thrive under pressure made Andy Reid's offense a nightmare for defenses. However, with his contract expiring in 2025 and a cap hit projected at $66 million before his departure, the Chiefs face a financial and competitive reckoning. Whether Mahomes leaves via free agency, a trade, or a mutual parting, his absence leaves a void at the game's most critical position. The Chiefs' identity, built on Mahomes' magic, must now evolve. Reid's system, tailored to his star's unique skills, requires retooling, while General Manager Brett Veach must navigate a tight salary cap to maintain a championship-caliber roster. The AFC West, with rising powers like the Chargers and Broncos, looms as a formidable challenge. As training camp approaches, the Chiefs' new era begins with questions about leadership, strategy, and resilience. The search for a new franchise quarterback. Internal options: Shane Buechele and Chris Oladokun. The Chiefs' immediate options lie within their roster. Shane Buechele, a backup with limited starting experience, is the frontrunner to replace Mahomes. His familiarity with Reid's playbook and quick decision-making make him a safe choice, but his ceiling is far below Mahomes. Buechele's preseason performances have shown promise, but training camp will test his ability to lead a high-powered offense under pressure. Chris Oladokun, a developmental prospect, is a longer shot. His athleticism and arm strength are intriguing, but his lack of experience makes him a risky bet for QB1. Both quarterbacks offer cost-effective solutions, critical given the Chiefs' $11.5 to $15.9 million in cap space for 2025. The 2025 Draft. A new hope. The 2025 NFL Draft presents an opportunity to find a long-term successor. Prospects like Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders, or Jalen Daniels could be within reach, especially if Veach trades up, as rumored in mock drafts projecting a move to the number 8 overall pick. A rookie quarterback would carry a low cap hit, freeing up resources to bolster the roster. However, transitioning from Mahomes to a rookie risks short-term growing pains. Training camp will be crucial for evaluating a draft pick's readiness to compete with Buechele and adapt to Reid's complex system. Posts on X speculate about high-upside prospects like Arch Manning, but such claims lack concrete evidence and remain long shots. External candidates, veterans, and trades. The free agent market offers veteran options like Jimmy Garoppolo or Sam Darnold, who could provide stability as bridge quarterbacks. Garoppolo's efficiency and experience in similar systems make him a plausible fit, though his injury history is a concern. A trade for a proven starter, such as Trey Lance or a disgruntled veteran seeking a fresh start, is another possibility. The Chiefs' cap savings from Mahomes' departure, potentially $28 million or more, could facilitate a blockbuster deal. Training camp will reveal whether an external acquisition can command the huddle and execute Reid's vision, but any veteran must prove they can handle the pressure of replacing a legend. Strategic roster adjustments. Leveraging the salary cap. Mahomes' departure frees up significant cap space, but the Chiefs remain $15.9 million over the 2025 salary cap of $279.2 million before accounting for their draft class. Restructuring contracts for players like Chris Jones, $19 million cap hit, or Joe Thuney, $15 million, could create $10 to $20 million in room, as seen in past moves that generated $49.4 million in 2024. Strategic cuts, such as releasing veterans like Charles Omenihu, could save additional millions but risk weakening the defense. Veach's ability to balance these moves will determine the Chiefs' flexibility to retain free agents like Trey Smith or sign new talent. Bolstering the offensive line. The offensive line, anchored by Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith, is a strength but needs depth, especially with rumored losses like Jalen Moore to free agency. Trading up in the draft for a tackle like Josh Simmons could solidify protection for a new quarterback. Training camp will test the line's cohesion against AFC West pass rushers like Max Crosby, ensuring the offense remains functional without Mahomes' ability to escape pressure. Strengthening the defense. Steve Spagnuolo's defense, led by Chris Jones and Trent McDuffie, remains a cornerstone. However, the potential loss of depth players like Tershawn Wharton requires reinforcements. A trade for a cornerback like Jair Alexander or a draft pick like edge rusher Nick Scourton could elevate the unit. Training camp will showcase whether young players like Jalen Watson can fill gaps, maintaining the defense's aggressive, turnover-forcing identity. Supporting the new quarterback. The offense must adapt to a less dynamic quarterback, leaning on playmakers like Isaiah Pacheco, Rashee Rice, and Xavier Worthy. If Travis Kelce returns, his veteran presence could ease the transition. Adding a cost-effective wide receiver or tight end in free agency, funded by Mahomes' cap savings, would diversify the attack. Training camp will reveal how Reid retools his playbook, likely emphasizing the run game and shorter passes to reduce pressure on Buechele or a rookie. The road ahead, redefining the dynasty. The Chiefs' new era hinges on Andy Reid's adaptability. His success with quarterbacks like Donovan McNabb and Alex Smith suggests he can win without a superstar, but the post-Mahomes landscape is daunting. The AFC West, with Justin Herbert's Chargers and Bo Nix's Broncos, is poised to challenge Kansas City's supremacy. Training camp will set the tone, testing the new quarterback's leadership and the roster's depth. The Chiefs' infrastructure, Reid's coaching, production and charisma requires a collective effort. The 2025 season will reveal whether the Chiefs can extend their dynasty or face a rebuilding phase. Conclusion. Patrick Mahomes' departure marks the end of a golden era for the Kansas City Chiefs, but it also opens a new chapter filled with opportunity. The search for a new franchise quarterback, whether Shane Buechele, a draft pick like Cam Ward, or a veteran acquisition, will define the team's trajectory. Strategic roster moves, from restructuring contracts to bolstering the offensive line and defense, are critical to navigating a tight salary cap and a competitive AFC West. As training camp looms, the Chiefs face a daunting challenge, redefining their identity without their star. With Andy Reid at the helm and a talented core, Kansas City has the tools to remain contenders, but the path forward demands resilience, creativity, and bold decisions. Patrick Mahomes is gone, but the Chiefs are still contenders. But who will be the next MVP? You might be surprised by the answer. In this video, we uncover the unexpected star who could lead the Chiefs to another Super Bowl. The 2025 MVP race is wide open, and one player has quietly emerged as the frontrunner. This player is about to blow up and become a household name. Get ready to witness the rise of the next Chiefs superstar. 2025 Chiefs MVP, the unexpected star. The Kansas City Chiefs, once defined by Patrick Mahomes' brilliance, enter the 2025 season in a new era following his hypothetical departure due to contract expiration. Despite this seismic shift, the Chiefs remain contenders, thanks to Andy Reid's coaching, a talented roster, and a relentless drive for another Super Bowl. With Mahomes gone, the 2025 MVP race is wide open, and an unexpected star is poised to emerge as the team's linchpin. While names like Chris Jones and Travis Kelce dominate headlines, running back Isaiah Pacheco is the dark horse ready to become Kansas City's next household name. This article explores why Pacheco is the Chiefs' 2025 MVP, analyzing his role, impact, and potential to lead the team to another championship. The post-Mahomes landscape. Mahomes' exit leaves a void at quarterback, with Shane Buechele or a rookie draft pick like Cam Ward likely taking the reins. The offense, previously built on Mahomes' deep throws and improvisation, must pivot to a more balanced approach. Andy Reid's retooled playbook will emphasize the running game, short passes, and play action to support a less dynamic quarterback. In this new era, the Chiefs need a player to step up as the emotional and statistical leader, carrying the team through a competitive AFC West. Enter Isaiah Pacheco, whose relentless energy, versatility, and clutch performances make him the ideal candidate for the 2025 team MVP. Why Isaiah Pacheco? A rising star with explosive potential. Drafted in the 7th round in 2022, Isaiah Pacheco has already established himself as a key piece of the Chiefs' offense. His 2024 season, where he rushed for over 1,000 yards and added significant receiving production, showcased his ability to impact games. At 26, Pacheco is entering his prime, combining breakaway speed, physicality, and a knack for big plays. Posts on X and analyses from outlets like ESPN praise his pop mentality, relentless effort and intensity that galvanize teammates. In a post-Mahomes offense, Pacheco's ability to shoulder the load makes him indispensable. The perfect fit for Reid's new offense. With a new quarterback, Reid's scheme will lean heavily on the running game to control the clock and reduce pressure on Shane Buechele or a rookie. Pacheco's versatility, running between the tackles, catching passes, and contributing in pass protection, fits this blueprint perfectly. His 2024 stats, including 4.8 yards per carry and 300 receiving yards, demonstrate his dual-threat capability. Training camp will highlight his chemistry with the offensive line, anchored by Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith, as the Chiefs aim to dominate on the ground. Pacheco's ability to break off chunk plays, like his 76-yard touchdown run in the 2023 playoffs, will be critical in keeping defenses honest. Leadership and intangibles. Beyond stats, Pacheco's fiery leadership sets him apart. His high-energy style and vocal presence in the huddle inspire teammates, filling the emotional void left by Mahomes. Reid has praised Pacheco's work ethic, noting his ability to set the tone for the team. In a season of transition, his intensity will rally the roster, from young receivers like Rashee Rice to veterans like Chris Jones. Training camp will showcase Pacheco's ability to lead by example, whether breaking tackles or mentoring younger players. Other contenders for MVP. While Pacheco is the frontrunner, several players could challenge for the 2025 MVP mantle. Chris Jones, defensive tackle, the heart of Steve Spagnuolo's defense. Jones remains a game-wrecker with double-digit sack potential. His $19 million cap hit reflects his value, but at 31, he may not match Pacheco's every-down impact. Trent McDuffie, cornerback, the rising star in the secondary. McDuffie's lockdown coverage and versatility could make him a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. However, his impact is less visible than Pacheco's offensive contributions. Rashee Rice, wide receiver, with Travis Kelce potentially nearing retirement, Rice could emerge as the top target. His 2024 breakout, 900-plus receiving yards, suggests star potential, but his reliance on the new quarterback limits his MVP case. Shane Buechele, quarterback as the presumed starter, Buechele could claim MVP if he exceeds expectations. However, his unproven status makes him a less likely candidate than Pacheco. Pacheco's edge lies in his ability to impact every offensive snap, combining statistical production with leadership that resonates across the roster. The salary cap context. The Chiefs' salary cap situation, with only $11.5 to $15.9 million in space against a $279.2 million cap, amplifies Pacheco's value. His rookie contract, with a cap hit under $2 million in 2025, makes him a cost-effective star. Mahomes' departure frees up $28 million or more, but high-cost contracts for Jones and Joe Thuney limit flexibility. Pacheco's low cap hit allows Veach to pursue a veteran free agent, like a wide receiver, to complement Rice, or extend Trey Smith. Training camp will test how Veach allocates resources, with Pacheco's role as the offensive centerpiece ensuring maximum value. Impact on the AFC West race. The AFC West remains a gauntlet, with Justin Herbert's Chargers and Bo Nix's Broncos poised to challenge Kansas City. Pacheco's emergence as MVP could tilt the balance. His ability to control games with 100-yard performances and explosive plays will ease the burden on the new quarterback, allowing Reid to out-scheme rivals like Jim Harbaugh and Sean Payton. Defensively, the Chiefs' ability to force turnovers, led by Jones and McDuffie, complements Pacheco's clock-controlling style. Training camp will reveal how Pacheco exploits weaker run defenses, like the Raiders, to keep Kansas City competitive. The road to another Super Bowl. Pacheco's MVP candidacy hinges on his ability to lead the Chiefs to another deep playoff run. His 2024 playoff performances, including 97 yards and a touchdown against the Bills,